Hello students, myself Mr. Prashant Sonone. I will teaching you Science Part 1 in Standard 10. Due to lockdown, our principal ma'am is decided to take online lectures. I welcome you all for Science 1 session. We start with the lesson number 2, periodic classification of elements. So all of you take textbook with pencil for marking or downloaded PDF file. Before start this lesson number 2, we revise some basic part such as we require electronic configuration of elements 1 to 20 that we already learned in standard 9. So this table you write as it is in our 10th standard notebook. Also, we require the radical table that we also learn in standard 9. So this table you also write as it is in our notebook from standard 9 textbook. So we start today lesson number 2, periodic classification of elements. First of all, can you recall 4 questions are given? What are the types of matter? The types of matter are elements, compounds and mixtures. Second question, what are the types of elements? The types of elements are metals, non-metals and metalloids. Next, what are the smallest particle of matter called? The smallest particle of matter is called an atom. What is the difference between the molecule of element and molecule of compound? The molecule of element are made of one or more atoms that are exactly alike, whenever the molecule of compound are made up of different elements. So this is the basic part that we already learned in previous standard. Now classification of elements. We have learned in the previous standard that all atoms of an element are of only one type. Today, 118 elements are known to the scientific world. However, around year 1800, only about 30 elements were known. More number of elements were discovered in the course of time. More and more information about the properties of these elements was gathered. To ease the study of such a large number of elements, scientists started studying the pattern, if any, in the vast information about them. You know that in the initial classification, elements were classified into groups of metals and non-metals only. Later on, another class of elements called metalloids was noticed. As the knowledge about elements and their properties went on increasing, different scientists started trying out different methods of classification. So, first scientist classification here, Dove-Reiner traits. In the year 1817, a German scientist, you underline German scientist, Dove-Reiner suggested that properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. It means the basic property of an element is atomic mass. He made a group of 3 elements each having a similar chemical properties and that are called as traits. He arranged the 3 elements in a trade in an increasing order of the atomic mass and showed that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of atomic masses of the other 2 elements. So this is the law. This law is asked for the 2 marks. So you make the underline from second. Group of 3 elements each having similar chemical properties called as traits. He arranged the three elements in a trait in an increasing order of atomic mass and showed that atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of atomic masses of other two elements. Up to this is the law. However, all the known elements could not be classified into Dobereiner trait. This is the limitation, this is the drawback of Dobereiner trait. Now in the following table, examples are given. First example of Dobereiner trait is lithium, sodium, potassium. See in that table, actual mass of lithium is 6.9. Third element, actual atomic mass of sodium is 23 and actual atomic mass of the element potassium is 39.1. So we are taking the average of first and third, that is lithium and potassium. 6.9 plus 39.1 divided by 2, so we are getting the answer 23. This is the average atomic mass of lithium and potassium, that is approximately equal to the middle element sodium. In this way, two more examples are given. Some more examples are given that you find out the answer. Identify Dobereiner traits from the following groups of elements having similar chemical properties. So this is about the first. Now on the next page. So second scientist is given. Newland's law of octave. The English scientist John Newland correlated the atomic mass of element to their properties in a different way. In the year 1866, Newland arranged the elements known at that time in an increasing order of their atomic masses. So this second scientist also used the same basic property for classification of element is atomic mass. He started with the lightest element hydrogen and ended up with thorium. He found that every eighth element had properties similar to those of the first. For example, sodium is the eighth element from lithium and both have similar properties. Second example, magnesium shows similarity to beryllium. And third example, chlorine shows similarity with fluorine, you see in the following table. So Newland compared this similarity with the octave in music. He called the similarity observed in the eighth and the first element as the law of octave. So you mark the law. This law is also asked for the 2 marks. State Newland's law of octave. So you mark from this line. Newland arranged the elements in an increasing order of their atomic masses and found that every eighth element had properties similar to those of the first. Now do you know, in the Indian music system, there are 7 main notes, namely Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni, and their collections is called saptak. The frequency of the notes goes on increasing from Sa to Ni. Then comes again the Sa of the upper saptak at the double the frequency of the original Sa. It means that notes repeat after completion of one saptak. The 7 notes in the Western music, that is indicated here by some letters. See in this table, Newland arranged the known elements in the form of octave. Now in next paragraph, question is asked, what are the limitations of Newland's octave? So you mark one by one. First one, this law was found to be applicable only up to calcium. This is the first limitation. Second one, Newlands fitted all the known elements in the table. 7 multiplied by 8 is equal to 56 boxes. Newland placed 2 elements each in some boxes to accommodate all the known elements in the table. This is the third limitation. For example, you see in the table cobalt and nickel, cerium and lanthanum. Moreover, he placed some elements with different properties under the same note in the octave. For example, Newland placed the metal cobalt and nickel under the note DO2 along with halogen, while Fe means iron, having a similarity with cobalt and nickel, away from them along with the non-metal oxygen and sulfur under the note Ti. Also, next limitation is given here. Also, Newland's octave did not have provision to accommodate the newly discovered element. The properties of the new element discovered later on did not fit in the Newland's law of octave. So these are some limitations given in this paragraph. Third scientist, Mendeleev's periodic table. You underline Russian scientist. The Russian scientist Dmitry Mendeleev developed the periodic table of elements during the period 1869 to 1872 AD. Mendeleev's periodic table is the most important step in the classification of elements. Mendeleev considered the fundamental property of elements such as atomic mass. Fundamental property means basic property. So all the three scientists use the same basic property for classification, that is atomic mass, as a standard, and arranged 63 elements known at that time in an increasing order of their atomic masses. Then he transformed this into the periodic table of elements in accordance with the physical and chemical properties of elements. Next page. Mendeleev organized the periodic table on the basis of the chemical and physical properties of elements. These were the molecular formulae of hydrides and oxides of the elements, melting point, boiling point, densities of the elements, and their hydrides and oxides. Mendeleev found that the elements with similar physical and chemical properties repeat after a definite interval. On the basis of this finding, Mendeleev stated the periodic law. So this law is asked for the 2 marks. State Mendeleev's periodic law. So you mark the line. Before that you add some words. The physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. This is the law. The vertical columns in the Mendeleev's periodic table are called groups, while the horizontal rows are called as periods. So in the following table, this table is of Mendeleev's periodic table. The general molecular formula of a compound shown as a R2O, R2O3, etc. in the upper part of the Mendeleev's periodic table are written as R2O, R2O3, etc. in the present system. So about the scientific introduction to this scientist Dmitry Mendeleev. Dmitry Mendeleev was a professor in the St. Petersburg University. He made a separate card for every known element showing its atomic mass. He arranged the cards in accordance with the atomic masses and properties of elements, which resulted in the invention of the periodic table of elements. Next page. Some questions are given for us. Think about these 2 questions. First question. There are some vacant places in the Mendeleev's periodic table. In some of these places, the atomic masses are seen to be predicted. Enlist three of these predicted atomic masses along with their group and period. Second question. Due to uncertainty in the names of some of the elements, a question mark is indicated before the symbol in the Mendeleev's periodic table. What are such symbols? Now next. 2 to 3 mark question asked on the next topic. What are the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table? Now science is a progressive. There is a freedom in science to revise the old inference by using more advanced means and methods of doing experiments. These characteristics of science are clearly seen in the Mendeleev's periodic table. While applying the law that the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses to all the known elements, Mendeleev arranged the elements with a thought that the information available till then was not final but it could change. As a result of this, Mendeleev's periodic table demonstrated the following merits. So, 4 merits are given here. Now, first one. Atomic masses of some elements were revised so as to give them proper place in the Mendeleev's periodic table in accordance with their properties. For example, which is of that element giving the correct place? The previously determined atomic mass of beryllium 14.09 was changed to be correct value 9.4 and beryllium was placed before boron. This is the first merit of Mendeleev's periodic table. Now second one, Mendeleev kept vacant places in the periodic table for elements not discovered till then. 3 of these unknown elements were given the names Eka boron, Eka aluminium and Eka silicon from the known neighbors, and their atomic masses were indicated as 44, 68 and 72 respectively. Not only these, but their properties were also predicted. Later on, these elements were discovered and named as scandium, gallium and germanium respectively. The properties of these elements match well with those predicted by Mendeleev. See table 2.4. Due to this success, all were convinced about the importance of Mendeleev's periodic table, and this method of classification of elements was accepted immediately. Now see in this table. In first column, some properties are given. In second column, predicted name by Mendeleev, and in last column, actual name of that element. So you check the properties. Third merit is given. Before start this third merit, so about these 3 elements, match the column question is asked, that is predicted name and actual name. So I will show that match the column, and how you remember that, check here. Predicted name and actual name. Predicted name is Eka boron, its actual name is scandium. Second, Eka aluminium, its actual name is gallium. And third one, Eka silicon, its actual name is germanium. So I will find out the short forms. First pair is BOSS. That red pen means nothing but predicted name, and blue pen symbol indicated by as a actual name. So BOSS means what? Eka boron, its correct name start from as, that is the scandium. Second one, Al is a red, indicated by red pen, so it is a predicted name of Eka aluminium, and its actual name start from the letter G, that is the gallium. And third pair is Si means Eka silicon, and its correct or actual name is germanium. So I am writing their short form Bosque, Galme, Caesar. In this way, you remember these pairs and write the correct answers in the exam. Come back to our next point. Now, next merit of Mendeleev's periodic table is given here. There was no place reserved for noble gases in Mendeleev's original periodic table. However, when the noble gases such as helium, neon, and argon were discovered towards the end of the 19th century, Mendeleev created the zero group without disturbing the original periodic table, in which the noble gases were fitted very well. Now use your brain power. Chlorine has two isotopes such as chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. Now these numbers indicated as their atomic masses. Their atomic masses are 35 and 37 respectively. Their chemical properties are same because atomic number is same. Where should these be placed in Mendeleev's periodic table? In different places or in the same places? So you find out the answer by own. So these are the merits are given here. 3 merits are given. Now next page. 2 to 3 mark question is asked on the next topic. What are the demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table? 4 demerits are given. Now first one. The whole number atomic mass of element cobalt and nickel is the same. Therefore, there was an ambiguity, that is a confusion regarding their sequence in the Mendeleev's periodic table. This is the first demerit. Now second, isotopes were discovered a long time after Mendeleev put forth the periodic table, as isotopes have the same chemical properties but different atomic mass. This is the definition of isotopes also. Now, this is a challenge was posed in placing them in Mendeleev's periodic table. Third demerit, when elements are arranged in an increasing order of atomic masses, the rise in atomic mass does not appear to be uniform. It was not possible, therefore, to predict how many elements could be discovered between two heavy elements. Fourth demerit is given, position of hydrogen. Hydrogen shows similarity with halogen. Halogen placed in group number 7. For example, molecular formula of hydrogen is H2, while the molecular formula of fluorine and chlorine as F2 and Cl2 respectively. So that number 2 indicate that 2 atoms are present in all these molecules. In the same way, there is a similarity in the chemical properties of hydrogen and alkali metals, that is a group number 1. There is a similarity in the molecular formulae of the compounds of hydrogen, that is alkali metal, such as sodium, potassium, etc., formed with the chlorine and oxygen, that is shown in the alongside table. On considering the above properties, it cannot be decided whether the correct position of hydrogen is in the group of alkali metals, that is group number 1, or in the group of halogens, group number 17. So these are the 4 demerits are given here. Now use your brain power. Write the molecular formulae of oxides of the following elements by referring to the Mendeleev's periodic table and electronic configuration of elements 1 to 20. And second question, write the molecular formulae of compounds of the following elements with hydrogen by referring to the Mendeleev's periodic table. So all these 3 scientists use the same basic property for classification of elements, that is increasing atomic masses. Now we are learn the next point. Modern periodic table. The scientific world did not know anything about the interior of atom when Mendeleev put forth the periodic table. After the discovery of electron, scientists started exploring the relation between the electron number of an atom and atomic number. There is a relationship between electron numbers and atomic number. The atomic number in Mendeleev's periodic table only indicated the serial number of the element. In 1913 AD, underline, English scientist Henry Moseley demonstrated with the help of experiment done using X-ray tube that the atomic number indicated as a letter capital Z of an element corresponds to the positive charge on the nucleus or the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom of that element. This revealed that atomic number is a more fundamental, that is the basic property of an element than its atomic mass. Accordingly, the statement of the modern periodic law was stated as follows. So, this law is asked for the 2 marks. Question is asked here, state modern periodic law. So, before that, writing 2-3 words. The physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. The physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. This is called as modern periodic law. See on the next page. Now, modern periodic law is also called as a long form of periodic table. The classification of elements resulting from an arrangement of elements in an increasing order of their atomic numbers is the modern periodic table. The properties of elements can be predicted more accurately with the help of modern periodic table formed on the basis of atomic numbers. The modern periodic table is also called the long form of periodic table. In the modern periodic table, the elements are arranged in accordance with their atomic number. See table 2.7. As a result, most of the drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table appear to be removed. However, the ambiguity, that is the confusion about the position of hydrogen, is not removed even in the modern periodic table. We have seen in the previous standard that the electronic configuration of an atom, the way in which the electrons are distributed in the shells around the nucleus, is determined by the total number of electrons in it, and the total number of electrons in an atom is the same as the atomic number. The relation between the atomic number of an element and its electronic configuration is clearly seen in the modern periodic table. Now, structure of the modern periodic table. The modern periodic table contains 7 horizontal rows called the periods 1 to 7. Similarly, the 18 vertical columns in this table are the groups 1 to 18. The arrangement of the periods and groups result into formation of boxes. Atomic numbers are serially indicated in the upper part of these boxes. Each box corresponds to the place of one element. Apart from these 7 rows, 2 rows are shown separately at the bottom of the periodic table. These are called lanthanide series and actinide series, respectively. There are 118 boxes in the periodic table, including the 2 series. It means that there are 118 places for elements in the modern periodic table. Very recently, formation of a few elements was established experimentally, and thereby the modern periodic table is now completely filled. All the 118 elements are now discovered. The entire periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. I will show in the picture, such as S block, P block, D block and F block. The S block contains the group 1 and 2. The groups 13 to 17 contains the P block. The groups 3 to 12 constitute the D block, while the lanthanide and actinide series at the bottom form the F block. The D block elements are called as transition elements. A zigzag line can be drawn in the P block of the periodic table. The 3 traditional types of elements, that is metals, non-metals and metalloids, can be clearly shown in the modern periodic table with the help of this zigzag line. The metalloid elements lie along the border of the zigzag line. All the metals lie on the left side of the zigzag line, while all the non-metals lie on the right side. So this is the structure of modern periodic table. So I will show that table in the picture. See here. Now this is the modern periodic table, in our textbook also given, and this is a handwritten periodic table that is specially for 10th standard. After school is reopened, all students take the Xerox of this copy from me. Yeah, you take the Xerox. See the structure of this periodic table. All basic information given in this modern periodic table. 1 to 18 columns. On left hand side, 1 to 7 horizontal rows called as periods. At the bottom, 2 separate series are shown, lanthanide and actinide series, and different types of elements also given in the boxes. So next part we will continue on next time. Thank you very much. I will giving one photo, that is the assignment, separately. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.